Welcome to my next lecture video sections. Last class I taught derivation of shape functions for linear bar element by using global coordinates method. Today I am going to teach you derivation of shape functions for linear bar element in natural coordinate systems. So shape functions for linear bar element means the load act along axis, that is axial load, then that element is known as bar element. Normally one dimensional elements are discretized by a nodal points. So the bar element is discretized by a two nodal points, then that bar element is known as linear bar element. The bar element is discretized by a three nodal points, then that bar element is known as quadratic bar elements. So here we go to derivation of shape functions for linear bar element in natural coordinate systems. Coordinate systems are three types. One is global coordinate system, local coordinate system, and natural coordinate system. Global coordinate system means the point in the structure is defined by using a coordinates, then that system is known as global coordinate systems. Local coordinate system means in the finite element analysis, separate coordinates is used for each element, and that is very much useful for determining the element properties. But for the final equations, we use the global coordinate system. And next one is the natural coordinate systems. Natural coordinate system is defined by using points inside the element by a set of dimensionless numbers, that is psi, and the magnitude is never exceed unity, and this system is mainly used for assembling a stiffness matrix. So normally the dimensionless set numbers are we expressed in psi, and that value, the magnitude is never exceeds unity. Normally the range of this dimensionless number is psi equal to -1 to n, and this value never exceeds unity. The range is -1 to 1. So today I am going to teach you the derivation of shape functions for linear bar element in natural coordinate system. So shape function means the values of the field variables is computed by nodal points, and the value is used to determine the approximate value of the non-nodal points by the interpolation of nodal values. In other words, the relations between the element point displacement, that is field variables, and the nodal point displacement, that is nodal variables, is directly achieved by using this function, and this function is known as shape functions. Shape functions are normally used to express the geometry or shape of the element. The characteristics of shape functions are the sum of shape function values is at any point is equal to unity. That means n1 plus n2 plus n3 etc. equal to 1, where n is shape functions or interpolation functions, and shape functions is value is unity at its own node. So at node 1, n1 equal to 1, n2 equal to 0. So no shape function value is unity at its own node and 0 at other nodes. So n1 is 0 at node 2, but n1 equal to 1 at node 1. So these are the important properties of shape functions. Normally shape functions is mainly used for, we know in the finite element analysis, one of the great disadvantages is, so finite element analysis means the entire structure is discretized by a smaller element, and analysis is to be carried out only at the nodal point, and this analysis is known as finite element analysis. You consider this is node 1, node 2, node 3. So these are the nodal points. We consider these are some non-nodal points. Non-nodal points, this one is nodal points. So here I consider this is non-nodal points and this is nodal points. One of the disadvantages of finite element analysis is here the value is given only at the nodal points and output is achieved only at the nodal points. So here the result is applied only at the nodal points and the input is given only at the nodal points. So in between the nodal points, that is known as the non-nodal points, we are not able to find. So that is one of the greatest disadvantages of finite element analysis. By using the computation methods, by using computer analysis, the finite element analysis, the maximum value yields in red color and the minimum range gives in violet color in the computation by using computer method. So here we go to obtain this value of these non-nodal points by using the value of the nodal points. So that nodal points is known as field variables. So with the help of the value of nodal points, here we go to find or interpolate the value of non-nodal points. So that value is approximate 1. That value is approximate 1 but acceptable 1. So finite element analysis is a approximation methods. So here we go, this interpolation function is known as interpolation functions are also known as the shape functions. So now, so consider the two noded bar element. So bar element is a one-dimensional element. Normally one-dimensional element is discretized by a nodal points. So psi1 equal to minus 1, psi2 equal to 1, where n1 equal to 1 at its own nodal point. So shape function is 0 at no other nodal points, therefore n2 equal to 0, and psi2 equal to 1, n1 equal to 0, n2 equal to 1. So it's a two noded bar element, therefore the trial function is given by shape function n equal to alpha naught plus alpha 1 psi, where alpha naught and alpha 1 are the coordinates. So consider at node 1, here n1 equal to 1 and psi equal to minus 1. At node 2, n1 equal to 0, psi2 equal to 1. So therefore apply, this is, we consider this is boundary condition 1, this is boundary condition 2, apply boundary condition 1 in equation 1. So therefore n1 equal to psi naught plus psi equal to minus 1. Therefore n1 equal to psi naught plus psi 1 minus 1. Therefore n1 equal to 1, 1 equal to alpha naught minus alpha 1. Alpha naught minus alpha 1. And at node 2, apply boundary condition 2 in equation 1. Therefore n1 equal to 0. So you put this is equation number 2. So 0 alpha naught psi equal to 1, therefore equal to alpha naught plus alpha 1. So equation, this is equation 3. Solve equation 2 and 3, you will get these two cancel. Therefore 2 alpha naught equal to 1, alpha naught equal to 1 by 2. So therefore from equation 3, alpha naught plus alpha 1 equal to 0. Therefore alpha naught equal to minus alpha 1, that is alpha naught equal to minus 1 by 2. Therefore alpha 1 equal to minus 1 by 2. We write like this, alpha 1 equal to minus alpha naught, that is equal to minus 1 by 2, alpha 1 equal to. So substitute alpha naught and alpha 1 value in equation 1, you will get n equal to 1 by 2 plus, minus 1 by 2 psi. Therefore n equal to 1 minus psi by 2. This is the shape functions at nodal point 1 by using natural coordinate system. At node 2, at node 1, n2 equal to 0, psi equal to minus 1. This is equation 1. And at node 2, n2 equal to 1, psi equal to 1. This is boundary condition 2. So apply boundary condition 1 in equation 1, you will get, so there is 2, 3, this one is equation 4. So apply boundary condition 1 in equation 1. That is at n2 equal to 0. Therefore n2 equal to psi naught plus psi 1 psi, alpha naught plus alpha 1 psi, n2 equal to 0 at node 1. Therefore 0 equal to alpha naught minus alpha 1. This is equation number 5. And apply boundary condition 2 in equation 2, that is n2 equal to 1. So n2 equal to alpha naught plus alpha 1 psi. So that is 1 equal to alpha naught plus alpha 1. This is equation 6. Solve equation 5 and 6, you will get 2 alpha naught equal to 1. So here psi equal to 1, this is psi equal to 1. Psi equal to 1, therefore this one is plus and this one also plus, because psi equal to 1. Therefore 2 here. Therefore from equation 5, alpha naught equal to minus alpha 1. Therefore So 1 minute. At node 1 n2 equal to 0, psi1 equal to minus 1. So this one is minus 1. At node 2 n2 equal to 1, psi equal to 1. So this one is minus 1. So therefore this one is minus alpha, and n2 equal to 1, alpha naught equal to alpha naught plus psi equal to 1. Therefore psi equal to 1. So therefore solve equation 5 and 6. You will get 2 psi naught equal to 1, alpha naught equal to 1 by 2, and substitute this one in equation 5, that is alpha naught minus alpha 1 equal to 0, alpha naught equal to alpha 1, therefore alpha 1 equal to 1 by 2, and therefore n2 equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 psi, therefore 1 plus psi by 2, that is n2. And next one, here I go to draw the variation of shape function for linear bar element. That is, we know the variations. One, two, n1 equal to 1 minus psi by 2, 1, 2, n2 equal to 1 plus psi by 2. This is n2 equal to 1. This is n1 equal to 1. So this figure is the variation of shape functions for linear bar element in natural coordinate system. Thank you.